Wimbledon. Wasn't there a tennis competition that used to get held here? Why do I also feel like this might be the sort of place I find Wombles? Let's make sure we're ready for anything, yeah? It's probably paranoia. But I've just, for some odd reason, got this song that shouldn't exist in my head. And the words, the Wombles of Wimbledon Common are we. So, there's a reason I'm paranoid. Yes, there is. Because everything in the universe is out to get me. It's just, you know... In fact, it's not really paranoia, is it? I knew there was a tennis competition here. There's a tennis museum. Okay. So, I feel like we got to get across here. No, we don't. We can go... We're going up. You getting that feeling? I'm getting that feeling.
Finally!
Oh. Right!
Stop chickening me!
That's one down. Oh, God. There was another... Somebody's shooting. Do you see them?
I'm gonna tear your legs off so you can't run.
I see him. I got him.
I wonder how your brain tastes.
Wow, this guy's tough. That's a tree. Holy crap.
Right. Nice work.
Yeah. Could have been better, I'll be honest. Mutant Slayer's metal, but okay. Clone meat. No. No. Still very much a no. At least we're collecting ammo. We didn't kill him, did we? No. Commando knife. Oh, how odd. Angel helmet and fatigues. I'm not sure if we've got any of those. See, I'd feel sorry for these scavengers if it weren't for the fact that every time I meet them, they start waving weapons in my general direction and telling me to go away. And I sort of take that personally. Alright, we are definitely going the wrong way, even if we want to get into Wimbledon. Okay, so... What the hell is that? Is that a giant strawberry? And the next question is it going to come to life and try to eat us? Because, you know, that's the sort of thing you expect, isn't it? Well, it's the sort of thing I expect. Right, we've got to hop over. Okay. Boo! Okay, I'm having a... Right, I was thinking that might get us into the tennis museum. There's a lot of strawberries around here. I now want to start a strawberry farm. Yeah, this is where they used to play tennis. Look at this. Look at this. And now there are actual Wombles. Please tell me they're not playing tennis. Although, again, that silly side of me is going, no, please tell me they are. I mean... I now want to see Wombles playing tennis. Okay. Let's get up on the bleachers. Alright, we got... Okay. This is probably stupid. They are hostile, right? I ask that. It's just because I keep expecting that one of these days I'm going to find a Womble that walks up to me and says, "Excuse me." You know, I don't know why. I don't know why.
I'm gonna rip your head off and
Don't
shake down your neck.
I think it's going to be this
I didn't
Womble.
last a full round.
Yeah, that's because I shot it with a rocket launcher. Okay, then. Pig teeth. Wombles have pig teeth. Okay. I think I'm just going to assume all of them are unfriendly. Alright, Jack.
Who wants to die first?
Okay, I don't feel like I can... Come on, come on, come up.
Did you see me cave that one skull in?
No, you didn't! I shot it with a rocket launcher like a sensible person.
I hope you don't root around in my pockets when I'm sleeping.
I mean... It was either that, or try to kill it with a long sword. And actually, I sort of feel like I can now. I really do. Feeling a lot more capable. But there's feeling a lot more capable, and there's being completely and utterly ridiculous. Right. Womble's taken care of. I want to check out the giant strawberry. Also kind of curious about the tennis museum. But mostly the giant was up here, wasn't it? Okay. Wasn't it here? Can't see it from here, which is... I have this horrible feeling we're not going to get up there. I should focus. Giant strawberry, not important. It's one of those... It's two of those albino rad stags. Yeah, it's not important. Keep going, past the chain home radar, up the road towards the ones with substation, and try to get both sides of the story. And then... wonder about giant strawberries later. Yeah? That's the plan. Focus on one silliness at a time.
What was that?
That was me missing. That was me hitting. Could you hear the subtle difference?
Hold up. Get time to die!
That was a terrible throw. Slightly better. Well done. Oh, nice. Am I hitting someone?
I love the pain!
Okay.
You're gonna be pissing blood for months.
Where? Oh, God, they're all over the bloody place, aren't they? Got him. But I think there's another one. Where? I see him. Oh. Could you just stay there? Well done. Thank you. What? Where the hell are they?
You better not.
Oh! Oh, did you slam him on... No, he slammed you onto the floor as I caved his skull in with a sword. All right, okay. Let's just quickly check the ones that we can find. Let's try not to fight them in bushes. It really makes this part of the process kind of difficult. Have we been in here? We have. We cleared this station out for the strange fellow with the nice hat and the odd accent. You remember? Apparently they've come back. Alright, so road straight up, I think. And then we look for them. Is this all Camelot territory? Oh. Let's... get everything reloaded. Okay. Okay. Thames folk, I think. Wrong way. Wrong way. Wrong way. Wrong way. Of course. Absolutely zero surprise whatsoever. Where was the road then? Was it right next to this? It's here. It's... Oh, it's that. That's the road. Of course it is. Yeah. That looks like a lot of Radaway waiting to happen. That... Hail! Got that right? Yeah? Somebody's shooting over there? Do you know who it is? Okay, so we are in the vague right place. Probably one side of the road belongs to one group. Hail! Etc., etc. And... Alright. Oh, is this the tree house? Is this the tree house? It's... I was expecting more. I mean, when he first said treehouse, I was expecting a good old-fashioned standard treehouse, but then he said it's an impressive structure. And I was expecting something much, much bigger. But okay. I can live with disappointment. Hello.
Need something?
Maybe. Yeah, Edward, right. So, I've been sent by the Round Table to investigate the forest fire.
It's about time. There's been too much confusion around this fire. It must be stamped out.
Absolutely, but who started the fire?
Harold Bailey himself, I suspect. Or maybe his father. I doubt he would have gotten any of his boys to do it.
Okay. So how do you know it was the Baileys?
Who else would do it? If you have any evidence to the contrary, then fair enough. I'll put a sock in it. But I don't know anyone else with a motive.
Couldn't it just have been a random fire? So, what are your thoughts on the Baileys then?
Well, I'm certainly not shy about making their involvement in the fire known. I think they're good people at heart. They're just stubborn. They know that land is ours. We moved into the area and claimed it weeks before they even arrived. And they think just because they helped build this place that we owed them. They received banquets of food in return. More than fair. This was the early days of Camelot, nearly 8 years ago. They could have starved without our generosity.
The bygone days. So what were you doing the night of the fire?
I was preparing dinner for my family. I do terrific venison stew. Here, have a can.
Oh, thank you very much. That's basically
Very well.
it. Can I speak? Why did John Fletcher challenge Thomas Bailey to a duel? Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'll be honest, what my brother did was regrettable. John and the boy weren't part of this feud. Or at least they shouldn't have been. Being knights of Camelot, they live, or lived, at the castle. Seems they had a feud of their own after the fire. A microcosm of conflict. It's unfortunate it escalated. I
Right.
almost lost my Mary last year to illness. I can't imagine the pain Harold must be going through. Whatever he did, no one deserves that.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm glad you feel that way. So, could you tell me a bit about yourself, seeing as I'm investigating this whole thing?
I'm Edward Fletcher, hunter by trade. Me and my family packed up shop and came to Albion 7 years ago, from Brumley.
Albion.
Back there, we had to fend for ourselves. But here, we're protected. We can hunt in peace. It's a good living, and we're good at it. Me and my brother come from a long line of huntsmen. Our father, grandfather, and great-grandfather all stalked the wastes. And I hope my descendants will do the same. Mary, me oldest, continues the tradition. Sarah, my youngest, can't stand it. Says it's cruel. Each to their own, I guess.
Right, yeah. So, Albion is not like just what you call this particular land, this island. It's the area Camelot controls. Okay. Out of curiosity, do you need any help around here?
Wouldn't say we need help. But if you ever fancy picking up a spear, I'd pay you well for any game you bring us.
Spear? Do I have to use a spear? I might have some games
Let's
to tell
have a
you.
look then.
Okay. Oh, so this is what you've got. I don't actually know what the hell I've got. Yeah, so it wouldn't have been speared. I mean, I could hit it with a sword, but I don't think I've got anything on. Oh, I've got fox meat. I've got some. Everything else is cooked. I'm guessing you wanted fresh stuff, right? Rad stag stew. I don't really have a. Oh, I got some Womble meat. Have some Womble meat. Yeah, there you go. Right. That'll do. Yeah, this is me making nice. All right. Okay. So, wait. Hello.
Why didn't God give radstags 2 bodies instead of 2 heads? That's the bit we don't eat.
That's a good question. Nope. Good point. I've got some
For
questions.
sure. Go for it.
Why does everyone keep pushing me around when I'm having a conversation with someone, for example? Tell me about yourself, first of all.
I'm Mary, Camelot's greatest huntress. I've perfected the art. My cousin Damien's pretty good, I don't doubt it. But I'm the best there is.
Right. So, very, very humble. Got it. I've been sent by the Round Table to investigate the forest fire.
I bet it was the Baileys. They most likely discovered fire for the first time in their lineage and got carried away.
Right. So you're not a fan of them, then?
Don't be a stranger.
Yeah. Probably not much chance of that. Anyone else that I should talk to? Damien?
How'd you do?
Nice hat. Definitely approving. You're fitting in with the whole silly vibe we've got going in London at the moment. Tell me about yourself.
I'm Damien. I'm a hunter by trade. My dad and my uncle taught me everything I know. I also help my mum out with her work while Dad's busy with his nightly duties.
Okay. Well, I've been sent here by the Round Table to investigate the forest fire.
What are you doing here? It's the Baileys you should be questioning.
Oh, okay. Well,
Goodbye.
just, gotta talk to everyone, don't I? Gotta be thorough. Hi. So, what's your story? What's with the face paint?
I'm Sarah. The rest of my family are hunters, but I know better. The animals feel pain just as we do. They act like I'm some kind of revolutionary.
Well, they feel pain, but they also feel hunger and try to eat us as well. Trust me, it's happened multiple times. Anyway, I've been sent here by the Round Table to investigate the forest fire.
Those Baileys couldn't stand to leave a nice woods be. They had to chop it all down for the sake of materialistic things like chairs. They didn't get their way,
Chairs.
so they burnt it down.
Yeah, I don't think so, because they need the wood, surely. Surely the last thing they do, if they wanted the land, it's because they want the wood. Burning down all the wood would seem to be kind of like against the whole point of having the land. So yeah, bye.
Later.
Yeah, I don't think people are thinking this through properly. Okay, is that everyone? I think that's everyone. Was there anyone else to chat to? No. Okay then, so where is... Okay, and the other guys are over there in the Wandsworth substation. Okay, that's not far away. You guys are probably used to it, but maybe some railings on that stair case wouldn't go amiss, yeah? Just saying. Bit of safety. Somebody's limping. Alright. Now wait a minute, isn't it a bunch of land that's between the two of you? Okay. Are you alright?
Can I help you?
I'm wondering why you're limping. What? Yeah. Why are you limping?
He had an accident, that's all. A tree fell on me.
Alright.
Hazard of the trade.
Tree fell on you. You weren't burning it down at the time, were you? Probably not. Tell me about yourself.
I'm Ryan Bailey. Not much to say, really. I don't get up to much. I work hard, and I keep my head down.
Alright. Look, I've been sent by the Round Table to investigate the forest fire.
Yeah? Good. Not sure who done it myself. All I know is that my brother shouldn't have died over some poxy forest.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Are you? You Round Table lot could have stopped it. But you didn't. You just stood and watched it happen.
Okay, I'm not really one of the... Well, I just sort of joined up, really, basically, mostly because, you know, it was something to do. I know that sounds pretty weak sauce, but yeah, I would have stopped it. I would have stopped it, definitely. It's very, very silly what happened. And tragic, obviously, so I'm going to go now.
Bye.
Alright, I think I need to speak to your dad. Who's... Yeah, Harold.
Hello there.
So, yeah, first of all, let me just say, I am sorry for your loss.
I didn't lose my son. He was taken from me. That whoreson, John Fletcher, murdered him. He can call it a duel all he wants. Fletcher knew my son wouldn't refuse. Thomas would have done anything to defend our family. Worst of all, Fletcher knew he'd win. He's a trained killer since birth. It was murder. Murder hiding behind the notion of honor. John Fletcher is a bitter old man to rob my son of the rest of his life. Someone with a good sword hand should give him what for. I should try myself. I want to tear his guts out with my bare hands. But all I can do is swing this axe. And my sons already lost their brother.
Yeah. It's not a good idea. I mean, I get where you're coming from, I really do. Could you just... Look, first of all, let's just come out with it. I've been sent here by the Round Table to investigate the forest fire.
Good. The truth about this fire will prove our innocence.
Okay. You didn't say it would prove them guilty, though. Who do you think started the fire?
The Fletchers.
Oh, okay.
I don't have any evidence, but I know it was them. That may not be good enough for the Round Table, but it's good enough for me. They're criminals.
Okay. What are your thoughts on the Fletchers?
They were nice enough at first. We even helped build that treehouse of theirs, but they quickly revealed their true colors. That land is rightfully ours. It's on our side of the walkway. Stopping our field at some arbitrary line is ridiculous. They have the entire woods to hunt in. Do you know how much additional manpower it takes to haul wood long distance? I used to think they were just stubborn. Now I know it's something more malicious. After what they did to my son, I'll never forgive them.
Yeah. So what were you doing the night of the fire, then?
Listening to the radio. I always tune into Nigel's show in the evenings. I'd almost drifted off in my chair when the smoke got me up. I thought the whole forest was gonna burn down. We managed to stop the spread with the water from the pond.
Okay. Now, you do realise Edward Fletcher accuses your family of starting it, right?
Of course he does. Look, I know this fire doesn't look good for us. It mostly being their land. But I promise you, it wasn't us. The Fletchers are conniving. They know if we ever did something like that, we'd face sanctions. Most likely, they'd get their half of the land back.
All right.
No worries.
No questions. Oh. Yeah, to be honest with you, yeah. First, could you just tell me a little about yourself?
I'm Harold Bailey. We were a family of merchants before we came to Albion. We wanted to settle down here, so we picked up a trade. At first, we were just woodcutters, but soon enough we started building our own furniture, and then other people's furniture, and then houses and everything in between. We finally feel like we belong somewhere. I hope the rest of London will see what's happening here and accept Camelot as the way forward.
Okay. Do you need any help?
We have too many workers for the little land we have. But we'll buy any wood you can spare. Give you a good price for it, too.
Yeah, well, to be honest with you, I don't actually have any on me, and I use quite a lot of myself. So anyway, that's it for
See
now.
you around.
I'm just going to keep wandering and chatting to people. Hello.
Sorry, can't talk right now.
Really? I'm on official business. Knights of the Round Table business sort of thing. I think you should make some time, but all right. Hello.
Greetings.
Sorry, hail. Tell me about yourself.
I'm Frank Bailey, Harold's old man. My working days are behind me, so I mainly handle logistics. Keeps my noggin busy.
Wait. You're his dad? Okay, you're doing well for your age. I've been sent by the Round Table to investigate the forest fire.
I saw 2 people out there that night, shortly before the fire. Didn't get a good look at them, though.
Oh.
My eyes aren't what they once were.
That's interesting.
See ya.
That is interesting. Okay.
Can I help you?
I'm wondering if I can... Can we talk about the forest fire
Yeah?
again?
Good. Not sure who done it myself. All I know is that my brother shouldn't have died over some poxy forest.
That's true. But okay, no. So
Bye.
you don't want to talk about it more. So, yeah, your dad saw
Hello there.
2 people. Got some more questions about the fire.
Go on.
Never mind.
No worries.
All right. Okay. So maybe I should investigate. It's pretty much dead ahead. But yeah, question members of the Fletcher family and get a confession. Oh. Question the members of the Bailey family and get a confession. Okay. So, need to try and get someone to fess up. Gotta be honest, it's not that much damage, is there? I mean, really? I mean, sure, it's burnt. There's a few trees, but honestly, antler. A piece of radstag antler could have broken off during the commotion of the fire. I suppose. The radstags won't be back anytime soon. Oh, right, so it's driven the radstags away so that they won't get any hunting done here. Is there anything else? These look like they've been marked for being chopped down. Or maybe marked for not being chopped down. I don't quite know how the whole lumberjacking thing works. Okay. So, let's have a look. There's got to be something. It's driven the radstags away. So it feel like it's unlikely that it's the Fletchers. At least deliberately. I do wonder if 2 people were seen out here. Oh god, it's not going to turn out to be some couple of people sneaking out for a quickie. Dropped a lantern, didn't notice it till it was too late. You don't think so, do you? Alright, come on. We're definitely missing something here. It's in this neighbourhood. What am I missing? I am not seeing anything at all. That's all the way at the limit. The antler was... Is this the antler from this radstag? It looks like it might be. So the radstag... What, came from this direction? Smacked its horn. And then... No, that would make no sense. That would indicate the fire started over here. It looks like the fire... Actually, difficult to know where the fire started. This is where the fire spread over to the Bailey's land. Oh, this is the boundary. This is the Bailey's land. No, this is the Fletcher's land. This is the Bailey's land, right? So it started on the Fletcher's side, spread to... Alright. There's nothing... Because I don't know. I mean... Is this crazy? I feel like this is crazy. What do you think? Crazy? Definitely. But I'm not. I feel like I'm missing something. And I don't know what that something is, obviously. It almost certainly started over here and then the tree broke and that dropped the fire onto that side. Probably. That doesn't really help. That means... This fire must be where the fire started. Right, nothing to indicate how it happened. Right, so the fire started here. The radstag... Was the radstag on fire? Wait, was there something like a lantern here and the radstag hammered into it and... Okay. I have got to go over this entire place once again with an absolute fine-tooth comb while standing in the middle of a thunderstorm with blood. Dried blood. Someone or something was injured out here. Follow the blood trail. Okay. I'm seeing something. Is that... That's... Someone was injured. Somebody who might be limping right now. The trail of blood ends here with what looks like a medical kit. It must have been a person that was injured.
Need help?
Give it to me. I'll throw it out for you.
Hi, kid.
Hello, sir. Name's Timothy, or Timmy for short. Saw the fire with me own eyes, I did. Thought the old forest was a goner till it started chucking down. Could be I can help with your investigation. Always fancied a career in sleuthing.
Okay, first of all, how did you know I was investigating the fires? Because I told everyone else, right?
I watched you snooping around like a prat. That's why.
Like a brat? What are your parents, young man?
Harold and Susan. But I just call them Mum and Dad. I'm their youngest.
Alright. They didn't put you up to this, did they?
Up to what? I just want to help with the investigation, that's all.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Thomas must have been your older brother. Sorry for your loss.
Thanks. I try not to think about it. Me and me older brother Ryan looked up to Thomas.
Okay, how can you help me with the
Well,
investigation?
since I don't fancy digging round in the mud for clues, I can do you one better. I saw the bloke light the fire that night. I didn't see his mug. I was watching from the lumberyard, but he was suited up like a Camelot knight. He ran off to the old shack over there. I didn't follow him or nothing. I'm not supposed to go out on my own. So, did I crack the case or what?
Okay, I'll investigate the shit. He dressed like a knight, you say? Is there anything else you noticed about the man?
Not really. It was dark until the fire properly got going. By then, he'd run off to the shack.
Alright, so it's not a pair of lovers who set fire accidentally. The two people the old man saw out here were the kid and someone dressed as a knight. What were you doing in the lumberyard so late?
You know, checking the trees. It's a family business.
You didn't really do any investigative work, you're just a witness. No, you know what? Thanks, Timmy. I will definitely follow this up.
No worries. I'm always glad to lend a hand to those in need.
Of course, there is always the possibility that he's trying to distract me. What shack was he talking about? He was talking about a shack. Where? I'm sort of lost now, to be honest. Is that the shack? Yeah. I need a brighter torch, you know that. So... broken lantern. A partially shattered lantern. Could this be the cause of the fire? Could be. But you're not going to start a fire with a shattered lantern. And then pick it up and run away with it? I mean, if you wanted to do a fire without leaving evidence, you'd use something slightly less, well, hard to hide. You'd just start it with a bloody torch or something, wouldn't you? Surely. This, once again, makes me think it's an accident. Incriminating letter. John Fletcher, I have a cunning plan to get one over on the Baileys. At night, start a fire in the forest. They can't expand their lumberyard then. Your brother, Edward Fletcher. Oh. Crap. Does this mean... Okay, now assuming... Yeah, I was gonna say check its authenticity because honestly, it's a bit too convenient, isn't it? I feel like that's a bit too convenient. Where's the... Right. Yeah, let's just go back and start asking more questions. I'm going to start with the Fletchers, but honestly, there was a guy with a limp, and he was on the Bailey side. The kid who gave us the clue leading to the shack was a Bailey kid. I'm not saying anything, but all right.
Need something?
Okay, I found this letter addressed to your brother from yourself. Care to comment on it?
What? Let me see that. Well, this certainly isn't my handwriting. Looks like it were written by a child. And why would I address my brother by his full name?
Yeah, good point.
Most importantly of all, why would I have him burn down my own land? to get one over on them? That's ridiculous. Us Fletchers don't act in pettiness. Tricked by the Baileys, no doubt. I trust you to see the truth of this letter and dismiss it in your inquiries.
Yeah, I mean...
Later.
Yeah, I gotta admit, it was too neat, and like I said, lantern? Because that means somebody set the fire with the lantern, but then picked up the broken lantern, ran to the shed, dropped the broken lantern, and then dropped an incriminating letter. Alright, kid, come here.
Did you investigate the shop? My unearthly intuition tells it's a sure bet.
Yeah,
Did you investigate the shop?
I did.
My unearthly intuition tells it's a sure bet.
Yeah, I'm guessing your unearthly intuition would think
Can I help
that.
you?
Tell me the truth, Ryan. Why are you limping round
We
like
had an
that?
accident, that's all. A tree fell on me. Hazard of the train.
Why lie, Ryan? I'm going to find out one way or another. You might as well tell me the absolute truth.
I... Oh shit. It's not what it looks like. At least, it didn't happen the way you think. Please, just let me explain. It was an accident. Me and Timmy were sneaking off to the tavern that night. We wanted to surprise Thomas. One of those bleeding radstags came out of nowhere and rammed right into my leg. I didn't even notice I dropped the lantern. We ran off, and Timothy went to get me some bandages. By the time he came back, the fire started.
What? So why did Timmy try to frame someone else?
I don't know. I told him not to. We knew this fire would be bad for the family, me especially. I guess he wanted to protect me. Probably afraid of losing another brother.
If you guys had just come forward straight away and said, look, sorry it was us, but it was a complete accident. None of this would... Does anyone else in your family know about
No.
this?
I think my mum suspects, but she doesn't know. My dad wouldn't believe it even if he saw it.
What the hell is going on behind you? What the... Okay, alright, anyway, your confession's going to be evidence, obviously.
Please, tell Arthur the whole truth. Make him understand.
I will. Who the... Hello?
Should you find yourself possessed by a murderous rage, allow me to offer my services.
You're a travelling sales person. What kind of weapons do you sell?
If it possesses the capacity to hold ammunition and be primed for discharge, then it'll find a home in my collection. I also cater to enthusiasts of blades and bludgeons.
Okay, now you're talking.
With more old-fashioned taste.
I don't
What
consider
do you
it...
say? Interested?
I'll take a look, I
You
guess.
can't put a price on walking away from a fight.
Alright, if you say so. You've got... Which ammo was it I needed? 5mm. I think I needed that as well. You've got... Okay, yeah. Okay. Exchange some ammo. Right. I feel like I should just... Where was his mum? He did say his mum was around. Don't think I've talked to her.
Greetings.
Hi. I'm sorry about your son. I really am.
Thank you. That means a lot. Most people want to forget what happened, like it's an inconvenience.
Can you tell me a little about yourself?
I'm Susan. I grew up in a small tribe outside of London. I met Frank when he was a wandering trader. He came through the town with his father. I decided to go with him and never looked back. We eventually settled down here to raise our family properly. The road is no place for children.
I've been sent by the Round Table to investigate the fire.
The Round Table sure took their time to send someone. But that's not a slight on you, dear.
I get it. Anyway.
Bye.
Just... Oh... Alright. I feel like I should tell him in advance. Alright. Look, I'm going to tell you before I go back to Camelot. It wasn't the Fletchers, it was your son Ryan who started the fire.
How dare you? How dare you accuse my son? Whatever led you to that insulting conclusion is wrong. I won't hear another word of it.
Alright, I just thought you should hear it before I go and tell Arthur. It sucks. And I know it was an accident. But they gotta know just to stop a war. And honestly, if you just come clean with it right from the start, your brother might still be alive.
Did you investigate the shop? My unearthly intuition tells it's a sure bet.
Give it up, kid. I know your heart's in the right place. You want to protect your remaining brother. But honestly, it was the dishonesty that got your elder brother killed. Oh, this sucks.